Hello there, my YouTube friends and fans. Welcome back to Saints Row. I am still having a ton of fun with this game because I'm doing all the little side things, and they're a lot of times more fun than the actual main missions. But what I still haven't been able to complete are the repossessions. There's two of them left, and both of them have turned out to be way harder than I expected, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just know that I have been trying and haven't been successful. So here I am on my way to tow away the tank that the marshals for some reason didn't make payments on anymore. So yes, we're coming to repossess the tank. Sounds silly, probably is silly. So whatever happens here is usually that, as you can see, the tank is boxed in by two cars, which makes it rather hard to actually get to it and tow it. The other thing that makes it hard is that they keep shooting at you while you're trying to do that, so you're constantly worried that they kill you. And on top of all that, the tank is shooting at you too while you're trying to hook onto it, which makes it super hard.
Am I supposed to abscond with this tank?
Marshall shortchanged our client on an order. This should even things up.
Well, that didn't help me at all. There's no instructions on how I can do this better. For some reason, I cannot get the hook onto the tank. And I don't know why. I've tried different cars. I've tried official towing trucks. It's just not working. And then I end up fighting the marshals, which is really not what I came here to do. I just want to have that tank. So I'm like, well, should I really do it? And then I'm thinking, no, they're just gonna keep spawning in more and more of them. And, it's really hard to, see there, they're calling for enforcement. A lot of times they manage to do that because I'm reloading while they were doing it. And so I die, and it's like, whatever. And then all of a sudden it dawns on me. I have this idea. I'm thinking, I have this helicopter here that is mine. And I have to see if I can add like a towing feature to it. Because if I can do that, I can maybe tow away the tank with my helicopter. So indeed, I was able to add a towing feature to my chopper. But that was just step one. I did still not know if that was possible, because maybe the game made it so that you cannot cheat like that, or maybe it's not cheating. I don't know. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be done. I don't know. So I'm not calling this a cheese, but you will soon see. Well, maybe that wasn't the way you were supposed to do it. And as I get to the location, I'm already super worried that I will be shot down before I even get close enough to latch onto the tank, but nothing happens.
Am I supposed to abscond with this tank?
Marshall shortchanged our client on an order. This should even things up.
So my first instinct is to kind of just get away as fast as possible so they can't shoot me down. And as soon as I speed up, the helicopter just starts to like swing the tank around, or the tank swings the helicopter around. I don't know in which order it goes, but I literally lose control over the helicopter. While I don't have issues going up and down, I have issues to push the helicopter into any direction whatsoever. So what should have taken like a minute or less to get here took me like over 10 minutes. I finally make it here. My thumb is hurting from twisting and turning the controller to find a way to make the flight more steady and have that spinning stop. But no matter what I try, with what kind of buttons, in what kind of order, what kind of direction, nothing stops the spinning at all. And what's so frustrating is that I am so close, but I can't get there. The spinning is completely preventing me from going there. So then I finally decide to just set it down so I can get a towing truck and tow it the rest of the way. But that sounded much easier than it actually is. As you can see, the tank is just ripping me around. I finally make it, but the tank is kind of upside down. I'm thinking, oh, maybe that doesn't matter. I can probably still tow it. So I run through the towing company back there. And I'm already very excited I can finally complete this mission. I don't even notice that the mission marker just disappeared. So I run there to grab one of the towing trucks, all excited to go and get my tank. I am hoping that that works. I can't get there fast enough, and I turn the corner only to find out that the tank vanished, and then it dawns on me, oh god. The mission reactivated. I have to redo all of that. Do I want to redo it? No, but I have to. So my second attempt, I'm trying to stay low to the ground, hoping that that keeps the helicopter from spinning. But it actually was a worse idea because my chopper catches fire and explodes. So now I don't even have a chopper anymore. So I have to go and redo this whole thing from the beginning. So then I got my chopper back and I am here very close to the situation again, but a little bit too low. And I have a hard time pulling up the chopper to prevent this tank from banging into all kinds of obstacles because I don't want it to explode. So I'm thinking, I can maybe just drag it like that. But yeah, that turns out to be rather difficult because everything goes like crazy and I kind of totally lose control of the whole situation, as you can see. And there we go again, I lose my chopper. And then after a longer break, I thought I have to try again. I'm not giving up on this. I have a fresh mind now and optimism again. So let's try this again and just take it very slow. Maybe if I fly extremely slow, I can prevent it from spinning. Who knows?
Am I supposed to abscond with this tank?
Marshall shortchanged our client on an order. This should even things up.
I know now that they're not shooting at me, so I don't have to stress. I can take my time getting out of here very carefully, and so far, so good. But I kind of have to move. I can't sit here forever. So I'm thinking, god darn it, just please do me the favor and don't spin. Just hang very quietly right below me. We're getting there. And it's taking me probably a long time to get there, but if it spins, I may never get there. So, you know, I am a very patient person, so I'm just gonna take my time. But I just realized that I have to move, and as soon as I just speed up a little bit, he already starts to spin again. So I try to set it down and kind of drag it, and that didn't go so well here because it doesn't really roll, so it flips around, and as soon as it flips around, it pulls you down, and here we go, we're back in the spinning mode. And once that spinning mode starts, you just can't stop it, not as long as you're in the air. So I'm thinking, alright, well, you know what, you won, I lost, but we're going there, I don't care how. So I have the idea to actually approach the towing company here from the other side, from the water side, which doesn't have any obstacles. I'm thinking this is probably a really good idea because I'm slowly but steady getting there. And then I end up above a building and circle there for like 10 minutes. I just can't get out of the circle. And I just push so hard where I eventually make it above the towing company, and I'm thinking all I have to do is drop the tank now, but it ends up outside of the circle, and I'm like, oh man, come on. I am so close. If I can just now lift it up and very, very slowly move it over there without spinning, we actually could do it, right? Look at that. I am so close. I can touch it. I can feel it. I can smell it. I know I can make it. Come on, come on. Don't spin. Oh, and the tank just pushed me forward, but then
Dropping it off now.
somehow lands in the circle. that was just so unexpected. I am so relieved. I don't even know what to say. At this point, I was just exceedingly ecstatic that I did it. So if you were wondering if that ever's gonna have an end, here it is. Sorry it took so long, but I had to tell you the story just so you know what an achievement that was for me. Maybe you'll have more luck, but now you know you can actually do it with that tiny little chopper. It is possible. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of nail biting, but it actually works. And yes, I am so happy. So now I have to go to the last repossession, which is another one I couldn't do, which is the bank safe that's here in the middle of downtown. A very, very heavy big safe that's heavily guarded. And the guarding is not the problem. I just couldn't latch onto it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if you're supposed to do it with the chopper. That's maybe why it didn't work, but it doesn't work if you try to tow it with a truck. So here I am. It's a little tricky because it's very narrow and I don't want to ram into buildings with my chopper. That would not be such a good idea. But again, I am very lucky because nobody's shooting at me. Those guys down there seem totally oblivious to my presence. So I'm just going to go on with my business.
I picked up what looks like a bank vault. I'm on my way.
Now, I have no idea what's in there, okay? So try not to shake it too much.
Well, I will not shake it, but it may shake me. So I am very, very nervous to not move too fast because I had this bad experience with the tank spinning me around for a really long time, and I don't want this to happen again, even though I am rather close to the drop-off location, but a lot can go bad, especially between those skyscrapers. The spinning would be very, very bad. So I am pushing the button forward more and more and nothing happens. The vault is barely moving below me, hanging just very still, and I am so excited. I'm like, why could this not have been the case with the tank? I mean, I understand that the tank was probably too heavy for my chopper, but when you hold still and you have something pendling below you and you hold super still, the pendling will eventually stop. But the pendling never stopped with the tank, no matter how long I was holding still. And that's what was so frustrating, because you couldn't really do anything to stop it. Well, look at that. Here I go with the vault hanging quietly below me, and I can move rather fast. And what took like almost 20 minutes before to just get here now takes probably a minute, and we're already here.
This job is finished.
I'll check it off the list. Well, we're all caught up, thanks to you. How about you swing by?
So yeah, at this point I'm thinking maybe those last two were supposed to be done like that. I don't know, I will never know. So I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it was helpful to you, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave comments if you want. If you had a better solution, I would love to hear from you. And subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.